Hey warrior, we're always told that relationships, friends, family, and love are what make life truly meaningful. That being loved and loving in return is the real path to happiness. But what happens when those very relationships begin to erode your inner calm? What if the constant noise, expectations, drama, and misunderstandings start overwhelming your sense of tranquility? From childhood, we've been fed sayings like blood is thicker than water or never abandon those who love you. Yet, no one really discusses how burdensome it can be to cling to connections that sap your energy rather than energize your soul. In our modern world, it's all too easy to mix up love with mere attachment, genuine bonds with unwanted obligations, and true loyalty with self-sacrifice. But here's the core truth: your inner peace outweighs any relationship that jeopardizes your mental well-being. Stoic philosophy captures this beautifully. Epictetus once said, "We suffer not from events themselves, but from our judgments about them." Often, it's not the argument, the separation, or the confusion that pains us most, it's the narratives we spin in our minds, the self-imposed judgments, the endless mental chatter. And sometimes, that chatter disguises itself as love or something resembling it. In this message, I'm sharing key insights on why opting for peace over draining relationships isn't a sign of weakness or surrender. It's an act of self-empowerment. Because true growth isn't always about accumulating more, sometimes, it's about releasing what no longer aligns with your evolving self. If this resonates with you, share this in the comments. My peace is non-negotiable. And if it strikes a chord, give it a thumbs up and follow for more on this path. Let's dive deeper. Peace isn't isolation, it's alignment. Many people misunderstand this. Choosing peace doesn't mean isolating yourself or turning cold and distant, like retreating to an emotional fortress. The reality is, peace is about harmony, not exclusion. It's about gaining clarity on who and what truly merits your energy. It's directing your time, heart, and focus toward people and environments that feel secure, nurturing, and authentic, like a true sanctuary. Epictetus also noted, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This extends to relationships as well. Peace doesn't require severing all ties, it's about being intentional, recognizing that your energy is precious, and not granting everyone unrestricted access to it. Imagine a river in its serene flow. It doesn't isolate itself but naturally sustains what benefits it while steering clear of obstacles or contaminants. That's the essence of alignment. When you're in sync like this, transformative things unfold. The right connections naturally emerge. You cease drawing in turmoil or pursuing those who only engage amid conflict. Instead, you attract serenity, individuals who truly understand you, value you, and elevate you. You stop forcing bonds, pleading for the love you deserve, or diminishing yourself to fit into flawed patterns. Because authentic love shouldn't resemble a battlefield. It shouldn't demand constant proof of your value just to be acknowledged. Peace reveals that genuine love is kind, supportive, and restorative. It doesn't deplete you. With alignment, you carve out room to expand, to rest, to evolve into a version of yourself unbound by chaos. You no longer tiptoe around others' emotions or treat their feelings as your sole duty. For perhaps the first time, you redirect that vitality inward. Sure, some may resist this shift. They'll claim you've transformed or try to guilt you back into their turbulence. But that's their burden, not yours. Just as trees shed withered leaves to foster fresh growth, you might need to release certain ties to welcome your next chapter. That's not harsh, it's insight. It's favoring harmony over endless appeasement. This transformation touches every facet of your existence. Your concentration intensifies, your aspirations crystallize, your self-assurance blossoms, and those who truly fit in your world won't resent your peace. They'll cherish it, having discovered their own. If this speaks to you, affirm in the comments, I am not isolated, I am aligned. Peace emerges when people-pleasing fades. From early on, we're wired to crave validation. We force smiles through pain, concede to dodge disputes, and agree when our instincts scream otherwise. But reflect, how often have you sacrificed your tranquility just to gain approval, affection, or comprehension? Seneca, a profound Stoic thinker, stated, "If you live in harmony with nature, you will never be poor; if you live according to what others think, you will never be rich." He meant that life's true abundance lies not in external perceptions but in self-acceptance. People-pleasing erodes that; it's a subtle betrayal of oneself. You might not notice until your peace vanishes entirely. One day, you're drained not from exertion but from perpetual pretense, feigning okayness, ease, or indifference. Embracing peace means dropping the act. You shift from wondering, will they accept me if I speak up, to will I accept myself if I stay silent? It's not ego, it's self-reverence. When you halt the cycle of appeasing at your own expense, some will deem you challenging or self-centered. But those who matter will see you as authentic. Here's the essence: you weren't created to perpetually soothe others' discomfort while ignoring your own harmony. You weren't meant to mute your truth to quench someone else's void. Opting for peace over ingrained habits may feel daunting. You might dread losing bonds, esteem, or even love. Yet, the rewards are invaluable: respect for your limits, insight into true allies, and reclaiming your essence. Peace doesn't stem from universal approval, it blooms from self-approval strong enough to forego that need. Affirm in the comments, "I prioritize my peace." Releasing is an expression of self-worth. Society drills into us that persistence is power, that release signals defeat, weakness, or indifference. But the Stoics grasp deeper truths. Marcus Aurelius penned, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together." Yet, often overlooked is that fate sometimes introduces people temporarily, and honoring that cycle's close demands its own fortitude. Releasing isn't quitting, it's maturing. It's realizing you can cherish someone while safeguarding your peace, value shared history while defending your needs, without lingering to validate past care. That's not desertion, it's progression. When a bond begins siphoning your vitality, violating your boundaries, or forcing you to contract merely to endure, remaining isn't fidelity, it's fidelity to pain. True self-worth prompts the question, why cling to what harms me? Then, muster the bravery to release sans remorse. We grip tightly because we've internalized responsibility for others' joy. But liberation lies here: you're not tasked with mending anyone, their dispositions, scars, or evolution. Your sole duty is to yourself, your vitality, peace, and authenticity. Releasing with dignity doesn't demand spectacle or exhaustive defenses to those who never sought to comprehend. You can withdraw gracefully, firmly, unapologetically. Your peace requires no one's endorsement. Often, the toughest release isn't the individual but the idealized image, the untapped potential, the someday hopes, the heart's vision over evident actions. Self-worth means trusting initial revelations of character and ceasing narrative revisions. Releasing doesn't breed resentment, it fosters lucidity. You can extend well wishes while barring re-entry. Retain the wisdom without the burden. That void, born from shedding long-held weights, is hallowed. It's where peace revives, superior bonds form, and vitality resurges. Because you can't embrace destiny's gifts with arms laden by harm. Releasing with self-worth also heeds intuition. If a tie perpetually breeds unease, invisibility, or caution, that's vital data. Honor it. Sometimes, release means total closure; other times, it's recalibrating distance or caring remotely. No universal method exists, but erring by lingering when your spirit yearns freedom is misguided. Ultimately, releasing the misaligned invites the aligned, those who recognize you, honor limits, having theirs, and love without requiring diminishment. If ready to emancipate, affirm in the comments, "Releasing honors my worth." Certain separations are gestures of compassion. Love isn't invariably proximity. Sometimes, the deepest compassion for another and yourself is forging space. This truth challenges conditioning that equates love with endurance, struggle, and unyielding presence. Epictetus instructed, no one can hurt you without your permission. At times, compassion means revoking permission for harm, even if it entails remote affection. Distinguish abandonment from mindful spacing. The former flees duty and concern, the latter assumes accountability for your welfare while sustaining heartfelt care. It's acknowledging you can hope for someone's best without absorbing their turmoil. Consider a parent bird urging its fledgling to soar. At a point, it must retreat for independence. This isn't unkindness, it's essential maturation. Relationships occasionally demand similar breathing room. Some require learning sans your perpetual salvage, enablement, or consequence absorption. Compassionate spacing shields the other from your depleted self. When perpetually agitated or exhausted, you emerge reactive or bitter. Spacing averts irreversible harm. Stoics knew we command responses, not actions sometimes. Optimal command is extraction from scenarios evoking unvalued traits. Spacing safeguards not just you from them, but them from your misaligned version. This rings true in familial ties where total severance might be impractical or undesired. You can love kin while curbing dysfunction exposure, attend milestones sans daily entanglement, extend aid without peace forfeiture. Spacing permits bonds to respire and mend. Absence may foster appreciation, consequence realization sans your cushion. Your void could illuminate unseen patterns. Guilt accompanying spacing often intensifies, particularly for empaths conditioned to favor others. Yet, guilt isn't always wrongdoing signal. Sometimes, it's the sensation of shattering outdated molds and self-prioritizing anew. Compassionate spacing ceases unrequested rescues, love-driven changes, or sacrificial inspirations. True compassion allows full choice. Weight sans perpetual safety nets. This doesn't render you indifferent. Dispatch greetings, offer intentions, remain receptive to authentic shifts, all from secure spacing, preserving your equilibrium. The finest result. Spacing nurtures dual growth. Untangled from dysfunction, you heal, evolve. From wholeness, bonds might reconstruct healthily. Affirm in the comments, spacing can embody love. Peace is my decision. Peace unlocks the strength in refusal. No may be English's briefest full sentence, yet it's a potent shield for your calm. Pre-peace, it feels unattainable, harsh, egoistic, unkind. But with peace as guide, no evolves from denial to defense. Marcus Aurelius reminded, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Your refusal wields that power. Strugglers fear not the word but reactions, disappointment, strife, perceptions of difficulty or apathy. Yet, peace imparts, others' boundary responses aren't your load. Their ease isn't superior to your health. Every assent to drainers is denial to fulfillers. Agreeing to exhausting plans denies rest, shouldering others' duties denies priorities, ingesting chaos denies mental sanctity. Peace cultivates selectivity. Not all bids warrant embrace, please consideration, crises your intervention. Assess via capacity, principles, welfare not fear. Refusals might isn't mere declination, it's vacancy for alignment. Ceasing universal assents opens doors to resonant chances, ties, pursuits. Mastering refusal affirms your value, declining sans guilt proves your time, energy, peace merit guardianship. You count, needs matter. Peace shows most respect consistent limits. Reactors angry or scheming often profited from your limitlessness. Their response unveils motives, relational essence. Refusal's delivery holds power, kind yet resolute. I can't manage that sans elaboration, that doesn't suit me sans apology. Gentle, unwavering. Practice eases yes to aligners, decision confidence surges, instinct trust deepens, boundary second guessing wanes. Peace clarifies, refusing doesn't negate love. You can adore while barring enablement, care while shunning drama, wish well while chaos proofing. Refusal's pinnacle, reclaiming life's helm. No longer yanked by demands, you direct investments. Author your narrative, not cameo others. Affirm in the comments, I safeguard peace with resolute no. Peace may not initially feel serene. Surprisingly, prioritizing peace over turmoil doesn't instantly soothe often, it stirs unease, solitude, even doubt. Your system acclimated to drama, crises, stimulation, extracting from toxicity might evoke withdrawal from dysfunction's thrill. Epictetus observed, wealth consists in not having great possessions, but in having few wants. Emotionally, peace favors drama minimization over comfort. Early, you might crave chaotic text's buzz, crisis management's rush, problem solving's distraction. This doesn't invalidate your choice, it's shattering chaos addiction. Transition guilt arises, feeling egoistic for unavailability, fearing callousness, questioning non-intervention amid struggles. Yet, guilt signals expansion, disrupting unserving patterns. Others may resist, accustomed to your boundless energy, they accuse change. Indeed, you're evolving into a self-valuer. Peace's loneliness differs from drained surrounded isolation, former's soul-starved, latter's right absence over wrong presence, cleaner, temporary. Discomfort's psyche recalibrating, like eyes adjusting to light post-darkness, emotions adapt to peace's glow after chaos's shadow. You might query choices in quiet, sans crises, dramas, rescues, missing exhaustion, stress, inadequacy. Gaining, self-discovery space undefined by others' woes. Discomfort stems from undistracted self-facing, examining life, goals, needs unnerving if evaded via others' fixes. Yet, discomfort's fleeting, peace endures. Guilt dissipates, loneliness to solitude, quiet to refuge. You savor calm, treasure drama, lack, find boring exquisite over chaos's coaster. System attunes to gentle rhythm, foreign becomes home, healthier comfort. Affirm in the comments, even in difficulty, I embrace peace. As peace deepens, engagement diminishes. Prioritizing peace shifts profoundly, you cease engaging every dispute, retort every jab, defend every critique. Seneca noted, the greatest remedy for anger is delay, but for chaos, often non-engagement. Peace discerns unworthy battles most drain energy needlessly. From calm, you gain spiritual immunity to drama, provocations deflect, texts untrigger, tales unurge. You're a steadfast mountain amid tempests. This isn't detachment, it's discernment, genuine needs versus reaction seeking, support versus conflict feeding. Some manufacture turmoil for notice, non-engagement kindly starves it. Redirected energy nourishes soul, sends response crafting, pursue fulfillment, sends opinion sleeplessness, rest deeply. Peace values silence's potency, provoking. Silence speaks volumes, unavailable for drama, higher frequency, time prioritized. You see past conversations as games, power plays, manipulations. Ceasing play dissolves their hold, healthier interactions or natural drifts. Non-engagement halts, convincing the unwilling, explaining to miscomprehenders, defending to perpetual critics, some minds fixed, words futile. Beauty, space for true bonds, mutual respect, understanding, uplift. Attract peace seekers mirroring yours. Non-engagement's self-respect, valuing peace over rightness, happiness over victory, standing firm sends dissent. Perceived weakness. Actually strength, powerful calm amid disturbance, wise battle selection. Liberation, emotional control, choice in response, or none. Peace empowers, silence strengthens. Affirm in the comments, I shield peace by disengaging. Opting for peace unveils illusions. Prioritizing over appeasement unmasks, sturdy bonds falter, unconditional love's condition, ever-present friends vanish, sends endless availability. Marcus Aurelius wrote, everything fades and quickly turns to myth. Peace exposes mythical ties, self-told tales of unreal depths. Revelation stings, betrayal, confusion, anger at boundary backlash. Questioning swift dissolutions post self-valuing. Yet, not loss gift, clarity in pain's guise, truth in disappointment's mask. Bonds on availability, not authenticity, crumble sends drama, chaos, giving. Transactional from start, you supplied, entertainment, labor, solving, support, audience, they illusioned connection. Peace ends roles, foundation erodes. Daily callers see sends therapy, favor seekers distance at no, support demanders label selfish at self-care. Exposure protects, reveals happiness investors versus sacrifice comforted, mutual respect versus shrinkage requiring. Real ties endure self-care friends cheer growth despite less access, family desires your health, adjusting expectations, love honors boundaries sends punishment. Remainers, right reasoned, loving you not utilities. Deepen post superficial strip. Exposure spotlights dysfunction bonded ties, crisis connected, complaint bonded, struggle shared. Peace focused positivity fades these misery founded, not value shared. Also reveals patterns, fixer attraction for value feel, chaos familiarity over peace, intensity as intimacy. Awareness empowers, flag spotting, vulnerability versus dumping discernment, tactic recognition. Outcome, fake release spaces real development attract peace contributors, not disturbers. Affirm in the comments, my peace exposed false love. Peace heralds a fresh existence. Prioritizing over toxicity isn't mere ending, it's commencing potentials. Beyond relationships, it redirects life's course. Epictetus, no one can hurt you without your permission. Revoking disturbance permission invites life's delightful surprises. Peace fertilizes authentic flourishing, deferred dreams respire sends emergencies, redirected energy builds desired life, freed mental space sparks creativity, growth, possibility. Sends relational drains, rediscover vigor, mornings crisis free, nights thought quiet. Fuel pursues meaningful goals. Self-relationship transforms, sends noise, hear your voice recall joys, interests, happiness. Reconnect lost facets amid appeasing. Peace is clarity, decisions obvious, changes necessary, goals essential. Trust instincts sends reaction second guessing, choices desire aligned. Health blooms, stress lift improves sleep, appetite, anxiety, vitality peace as holistic remedy. Opportunities surface, not magic, focus notice invisibles, pursue stably. New ties, sends fix needs, chaos thrivers, dimmers attract calm contributors, growth inspirers. Easier, supportive, reciprocal. Goals authentic, achievable sends unsatisfiable proofs pursue excitement, values, growth. Experiences unfold, deferred classes, businesses, travels prioritize sends emotion management. New life sustainable, peace begets peace, healthy choices outcomes, boundaries respectful attractors, self-care amplifies other care. Yours, authentic, aligned, possibility filled. Affirm in the comments, my peace initiates my transformation. Choosing peace over bonds, habits, patterns, histories isn't simple but rewarding. Not loneliness, but clarity, not coldness, but safety, not apathy, but self-care. Stoics teach strength in allowed thoughts, managed emotions outer mirrors inner. In noise-rewarding worlds, peace is courageous rebellion. You've earned rest, breath, trigger-free existence. It reveals you. Reminder, wanting peace isn't wrong, departing isn't brokenness, releasing isn't weakness you're wise, healing, evolving. Peace, your inherent right. If this stirred you, like, affirm, I am at peace, and that suffices. Share with needers, subscribe for more soul truths. No more peace fights just see self-opposition.